Hello everyone, and welcome to your second royal reading of today, a Wednesday here at MadWorldTarot. And I mentioned the famous phrase, what Meghan wants, Meghan gets, in the previous reading. And so I thought it was time to look at this little juicy tidbit from Celebrity Days and Nights. It's a celebrity gossip site. And this little juicy tidbit is about the trip to Colombia, which apparently is starting tomorrow. And according to this rumor, everything is chaotic ahead of this trip in the wake of Josh Kettler's resignation, a surprise resignation, and the itinerary hasn't even been finalized for the trip. But one thing, according to this rumor, that is on the itinerary is a visit to an emerald processing center. So much for charity and uplifting women and children and all of that. They are going in search of emeralds. And I find it fascinating. Colombia produces vast quantities of the world's emeralds. Apparently, I didn't know this. But we all remember what happened over the emerald tiara that Meghan allegedly wanted. She wanted emerald to be her thing, emerald green. She did before she realized she was only allowed to wear beige, and I'm being sarcastic. She did wear a lot of emerald green in her early days as a working royal. And she allegedly wanted the Vladimir tiara, very beautiful emerald tiara, and the late queen said, no, you can't have it. Its provenance is dubious. It's possibly Russian. We don't want to cause ructions. And there was a big tantrum, and what Meghan wants, Meghan gets, but Meghan didn't get. Princess Eugenie did get an emerald tiara, which allegedly Meghan might also have had her sights on, but was set aside for Eugenie, and that's the Greville tiara that Eugenie wore at her own wedding, and she looked absolutely lovely in. So there is a thing with emeralds, and allegedly also, rumor has it, Meghan was so bitter about this emerald tiara that Eugenie got and she didn't get, that's why she announced her pregnancy at the wedding. That's one of the rumors. Anyway, we can't say that it's true, but that story goes round and round. I have the Mystic Mondays tarot on the tarot table for this reading. We're going to look at Meghan and whether she's possibly green with envy. So I'm going to ask about Tiara Gate, the energy around that. I'm going to ask about Eugenie and her lovely tiara that she wore. Meghan, of course, only got Queen Mary's diamond bandeau tiara. Not the most beautiful thing, and some people say not even real. I did read on that a while ago. So there might be some trouble with emeralds. So I'm going to also ask if this is the lure, the irresistible lure of why they're going to Colombia. Some speculated it was to do with some other produce that Colombia is famous for, but the emeralds might make a whole lot of sense. So we're going to ask that question, and then we're going to ask if she's going to come back to California, or go back to California rather, with a giant emerald on her ring finger rather than the rather paltry diamonds that she got from Harry, and then she blinged up again. And so is she in the process of getting herself very conspicuous emerald ring? We have to amuse ourselves somehow as the world goes up in flames round about us, and so that's why we're doing this reading. It's just tarot for fun and entertainment, and of course it's all my opinion and it's all speculation, and I just read energy here, and there is a disclaimer in the box below. Our underlying energy for this reading is the High Priestess, the card of secrets. A very powerful female energy in the High Priestess, mysteries, secrets, initiations, and stuff like that. So it tells me we might not really know why she's going to Colombia and what is really going on. And the husband himself might not know, because allegedly lots happens that he is blissfully unaware of until he gets kicked and told to get off the carpet and stick himself into some clean clothes and present himself somewhere because he's about to get an award or something. I'm being a little bit snarky. The situation that we're dealing with, ooh, there we go. It's the all about me show. The Six of Wands is the triumph and the glory and the victory march, and very public, all eyes on me. Aren't I marvelous? Aren't I getting what I want? Finally, notice, attention, accolades, adoring crowds, miles and miles of press. Apparently nobody wants to go. None of the press corps want to go. Neil Sean's story. So maybe not so much in the newspapers, but there it is. It's the me show that's heading for Colombia, marching to Colombia. So tell us about Tiara Gate. What happened according to the cards? Tell us about that. And we have the Empress in reverse. What Meghan wants, Meghan didn't get, because the Empress, the late Queen, took her down a notch. This card, coming back to this card tells me that what happened there is motivating this. See, I won. It's ridiculous, but that's what's coming through for me. Finally going to get my hands on some emeralds, possibly even an emerald tiara. I was just thinking a ring, but no, maybe she's going to get herself a whole emerald tiara in Colombia. But that is the late Queen's energy telling her hell no. And the Empress card is also a card of pregnancy. Just going to put that there. A lot of speculation about that around the time of that spectacle, as the Pentacles loved to call it in that Oprah interview. So we'll park that energy there with that Empress card. And let's move on to Princess Eugenie and her wedding and the Greville tiara that she wore and that allegedly Meghan wanted but wasn't allowed to have either. Energy around that, we've got, the Five of Pentacles. Can't have what you want. Left out. I'm more special than Princess Eugenie. It should have been mine. But I was told no. And this is rankled. The Five of Pentacles is one of the most difficult cards in the tarot. Left out, exiled, banished, unloved, unwanted, unwelcome. We will read about this for sure in the book if she ever gets around to writing that book. She probably is scratching away with her claw, possibly on Harry's naked flesh. I don't know where that appalling image came from. I apologize, but that pale, I can imagine that pale back and the claws scratching away. Five of Pentacles. There it is. This is not happy energy. This is very unhappy energy. She ran up against the Queen. She butted heads and she lost. And that launched a lot of trouble. This just compounded the trouble, this Five of Pentacles. So, are the emeralds the lure, the irresistible lure, the reason for the trip to Colombia? Motive. I got the Two of Wands. It's planning. It's in reverse, and it's a kind of an interesting depiction of the Two of Wands here because it's a journey. It's a travel card with candles celebrating. It's in reverse. It might be, but it might be, as I said, that the partner in crime, so to speak, a turn of phrase only, is blissfully unaware that this is why they're marching to Colombia. Two of Wands in reverse. Could just be. Outcome. What are we going to see her sporting when she returns from Colombia? Assuming she does so safely and isn't kidnapped or whatever, unfortunately. Got the Eight of Pentacles, but it's in reverse. That doesn't tell me we're going to see big bling. She might have hoped for something, lots of money, something worth, something valuable, but it's in reverse. It might just not work out. Her plan, Two of Wands, might not work out. It's the card of work. The Eight of Pentacles. In reverse, it's grifter energy. It's being lazy, it's being entitled, it's not applying yourself to the things that you should be applying yourself to earn your keep. And it might just be that she doesn't show up for the things that she's supposed to show up for. She might show up for them literally, but not give them the time and attention that they would hope she would give. And she's done that before. She did that on her very first royal tour in Australia, where she just walked out of an event or didn't bother. I think she skipped an event completely. She was very lazy. There is lazy energy in this Eight of Pentacles. It might be that the Colombians are hoping for a whole lot of notice and attention and effort and don't get. And as a result, she doesn't get much in return. There's just a sense in this card that she's going to be disappointed with what she does get. And is it going to be worth going on more of these four royal tours if you don't get what you're expecting? She might have to have a think about this when she gets home. So there it is. Definitely some ancient grievances are prompting some of this. And I do think has-been is blissfully unaware of what's going on, because our underlying energy is the secret card, the High Priestess. But I don't think it's going to work out well for her unless it's a kind of a secret gift that we never see, because the card is in reverse. It's possible. But I don't think so. I don't think she's going to come back with a big giant emerald tiara to tell the royals, ha, I got my own. That's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again tomorrow.